Hi, welcome to Olympia. This is your State Representative Dan Griffey from my office this time. Last time we were in the gallery and we had a really good picture shot of the gallery, your house. Happy to talk with you today about a lot of things that we've done. Recently, we had House of Origin cutoff. That means all the bills we talked about the other video has to go to the other body, to the Senate, and we have to hear Senate bills over here in the House. So there's a lot of good bills that we talked about. We talked about the fentanyl pill press in the past, and I'm very, very proud and happy to co-sponsor that with my dear friend Mari Levitt from the Democrat side. What that does is it makes it illegal to possess, sell, or manufacture cloned fentanyl tablets. And just for a refresher, cloned fentanyl tablets take powder fentanyl. They can press it into a pill form that looks exactly like, same weight, same shape, same feel as FDA-approved drugs. It'll have the same markings that the FDA has that the drug manufacturers put on there. This is important because right now fentanyl has absolutely infiltrated our state, and industrious monsters have found a way to make those drugs available to our children. It's one of the most addictive substances that there is known to man. That opioid receptive center that tolerates that really binds to fentanyl. And the urge to have that drug after your first intake. The drug is one way or the other. The first time you take it, you could die from it or be permanently addicted to it. It's a terrible substance, and we need to go after these industrious monsters at manufacture, at distribution, whenever we can, take them off the streets and make sure that our children and most vulnerable are safer in our society. And another bill that we're working on that is a bill that I am sponsoring is the Hope Card we talked about. We're calling that the Passport to Life bill. So what that bill is if somebody has a domestic violence restraining order, a lot of times they have to carry around, to make that actionable, they have to carry around a packet of paper from the courts. Because of a constituent call into my office, we contemplated, can we make that as small as your driver's license? So we know that people, when they go around their life, they carry a credit card, they carry their driver's license. Why can't they have their restraining order with them so that the person that they have the restraining order against, it's actionable? Law enforcement can actually take action on it, and they don't have to remember that large packet of paper. We think that those people that suffer from domestic violence in our society are going through enough, and can we make their lives a little easier? That bill's now on to the Senate after we passed it off the House floor unanimously. We hope to have that move through the Senate and passed into law, signed by the governor. And we think that would be a great opportunity for those suffering from domestic violence in Washington State. I'm sad to report that we didn't make much progress on police pursuit. However, a major watered-down bill on police pursuit made it out of the Senate in a ninth order motion. That's where a group of Democrats and a group of Republicans teamed up to make sure that we at least got some improvement to police pursuit. The reason police pursuit is so important in Washington State is, I don't know if you've noticed this, but emboldened criminal activity, major criminal activity has happened in Washington State. Those that like to and can injure society have found that all they have to do is run from law enforcement and they don't get chased any longer. That word is out. We have seen many times in the 35th District where somebody that is being pursued by law enforcement legally currently actually calls 911 and tattles on law enforcement to the 911 operator and says, these people are pursuing me. They shouldn't do that. We can no longer allow free hand to those that would injure society any longer. And Washington State's policies right now are emboldening criminal behavior. Tragic, and we're not making enough progress, but the session isn't over. We are going to continue to work. I'm going to continue to work to make sure that those most vulnerable in society have the most help. Another big issue that Washingtonians have called us and talked to us about is special education in our K-12 school system being tragically underfunded and under-resourced. All too often, IEPs, individualized education plans that those with special needs actually get most of their services from, or the plan that we build, are not being followed to the fullest extent. We find that there's many reasons. We don't have enough speech pathologists. We don't have enough social emotional counseling in schools. We don't have the resources to deal with those with special needs. We passed a bill that didn't give us as much money as we'd like to see, but it's helping us, those with special needs in our K-12 system. And we look forward to doing more things in that arena. Tragically, we wanted to get a parent navigator. The parents have to be the advocates right now for those with special needs. We've tasked them with that responsibility, but they don't all too often understand what an IEP is, how to engage with the school district on IEPs. We would like to see a navigator for parents at each of our educational service districts. All the school districts belong to an ESD, Educational Service District. We would like to see a resource for parents there to help the parents build the IEP, help the parents know the good questions to ask during their IEP interviews, and make sure their child with special needs actually gets the fullest education that they can possibly have in the great state of Washington. Thurston County is off the list. I know the list hasn't been published yet to have a new international airport. So yes, I am just as anxious as the rest of you to see the actual list and see that it's not on there. But there will be no international airport in rural Thurston County. And I thank you all for all the work that you've done, contacting my office, holding rallies, raising funds. It is very important to have constituent input and action on these very serious things that we tackle and deal with here in the great 35th District. Thank you so much for watching my video. As always, please get a hold of me if you have questions and concerns. I guarantee you that here in the 35th we listen, and we will take your concerns very seriously, and we will work on them together.